Hello, everybody. My name is Matteo, PhD candidate from EPFL, Lausanne. And in the coming 3-4 minutes, I would like to present you how and why we try to couple household survey with energy models. So we saw also from the previous presentation that energy consumers are expected to play a really important role within the energy transition, investing in low carbon technology, embracing energy saving practices. And one of the main ways we have to investigate consumer behavior is through survey. So what we typically do, we collect survey data, we pre-process survey data, and then let's say we feed our data entry models. However, it's not always easy for respondents to participate and to answer to such survey. First of all, because complex behavior are hard to reduce to a narrow set of a question. Also because sometimes the standardized options, alternatives, don't really match the specific characteristic of the respondents, or even because we present a hypothetical future energy scenario and people, normal citizens, are not really familiar with that, so they don't really understand the implication of possible choices. So one question that might arise is, why don't we let our respondents, our customers, adapt the question option according to their own needs and preference. And a way that we propose in order to answer to this question is to actually close this modeling loop, so use energy model in order to tailor the survey question. And what we did, we applied this approach to investigating or to measuring consumer preference for load shifting, specifically for dishwashing and washing machine, but it could be applied to any other type of energy practice. And so this is how it looks like the interface of the tool that we develop. First, we present a demand-side management scenario. In this case, it's a dynamic price. Second, we ask the respondents to indicate how they would change the timing of their energy practices. And then the respondents themselves can run a model in the background and assess the impact of their behavioral change through a set of indicators. In this case, we were presenting economic saving. And so they can iterate this process as many times as they want till they find their, let's say, optimal or favorite desired configuration. And then we were asking specific questions for this, let's say, option that they self-design. And to conclude, this was the first attempt to use energy model as a decision support tool within survey. And I would be curious to know if the model that you are developing or you are working on could have such a similar application. And then beyond data collection, I think it's really interesting to think about a repurposing of the model we develop, because if they are made accessible and understandable by the normal citizens, they could become part of the public debate. And then also maybe a futuristic idea that maybe can trigger some folks. Why don't we even think about including consumers or citizens within the optimization or simulation process? Maybe that's too futuristic, but why not? Maybe through crowdsourcing platform or similar tools. So that's all. I'm looking forward to any question or discussion points later.